just get you on the bed. So when you want to come lie down, I just leave it on here, otherwise they'll slip off and fall. So we'll just do one leg at a time. Yeah. So just lift your leg and put it in the bag. And the leg. Oh. And thank you for bringing the shorts. This is so cool. Yeah, it's really nice therapy. Everyone's finding it very, very relaxing. I've just got the other one now, the full body one. Like it just arrived today.
Oh gosh. So. It feels like a spacesuit.
Yeah. Going to fly away. Alright, then just plug it in quickly. And then we'll begin with your scan.
I know nothing started yet, but I'm already sleepy.
It's good.
Just lying
Natural
here.
sedation.
Yeah.
Welcome to the space. No, it's good. You see, I think obviously, which I was explaining to you last time, this is where the nature of having a trusting relationship with the practitioner, where you come every time and then you start to feel, your body goes, safe space.
Yeah.
Relax. How's the temperature in here? Is it okay?
It's fine, yeah. I feel quite cozy because I'm in the tracky bottoms that I never usually wear.
Oh, yes.
Snuggly.
So what will happen is, because this is working, so this is called compression limb therapy, because it's on your limbs. And what it's going to do is basically do a lot of air compressing on the different parts of your joints, and then your legs, and then up to your upper thigh. You can do different types of settings. You can do full leg, or you can do a little bit, stop, next part, a little bit, stop. I do the one where it starts on the feet, hold, and then adds on. I just think it's nicer. And then when it gets to the top, then it relaxes and then starts again. So we move your lymphatics around. So it can be seen as a very good detox therapy. I do it in combination with the other things now, like having introduced it before colonic.
Okay.
I know. It's the results are so much faster. I'm just seeing some really, really good things. And I'm trying to... Part of my theme in life is, maybe when I was an auditor, is trying to make things as effective and efficient as possible. So how can we do something that's compact and gets you your best results? So yeah. So when you're ready, you put your hand on the device, the scan device.
Is it left or right?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just you. Yeah. I'll tell you when it's ready. That's it? Okay.
Thank you.
What I've done is, every time I put it on before, I put the legs on, then I did this, and it's like circulation, muscles, and I was like, okay, it's too accurate. Okay. So let's put this on now. So we'll start on somewhat a mild pressure. There's a couple more settings where I can go higher. Most people like this one, but don't be shy, because we can always try higher.
Okay.
Do a full compression, and then you can go, okay, maybe it's a bit tight. But the point is, it needs to be tight, right? You want to move things around. So it's a little bit noisy. It's quite nice, very relaxing, and then after, you almost feel, well, I feel, the best way I describe it is like walking on clouds. You just feel quite loose. Because remember, we're moving things around. Most important in life, people forget about their feet. Right?
Okay.
It's the same thing in reflexology. So I want to give it attention and move things along and compress. And then we've got lymphatic drainage points in our groin, so then it can go there, and then you can basically defecate, so you'll go to the toilet, and then you'll release out all those toxins. So you can get really healthier quicker as well, because day to day we're sitting at a desk all day, isn't it? You're in a desk all day and then a treatment all night, no?
Great Friday night treat.
It's nice. Yeah, but I think it's important, just so we can obviously make sure toxins are not ridden in our body, because we eat a lot of food, we're not drinking enough water, we're stressed. How does that feel? Is it tight?
I really like it.
Yeah. Is it? Do you want it tighter?
Um,
Do you go just one round and see? We've got
yeah.
a full hour, so it's.
Yeah, it doesn't feel tight, but it's like nice.
Yeah. Should we try one higher then?
Okay, yeah.
And
I
then
can do
see.
one higher.
Like I say, we can always go up, we can always go down. This is my max.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
know.
one more. If you want to see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna check here. So then what I'm gonna take now is the My Health device, part of the biometric bioenergetic scan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a chakra balancing treatment on you. So we can just add a little bit of spiritual. So if you don't mind, I'll put it here. All right, so let's see your patterns today. So have you been a bit fluey or unwell?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's picking up some virus in the system, so that's why I'm asking.
Damn, that's, yeah, okay.
Then yeah, so that's your pattern, immune system as well as liver. So this is probably going to be a perfect treatment for you today, isn't it? Your face looks shocked.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd get that. Because, so I was really bad yesterday and then this morning. But around lunchtime today, after eating, I was like, oh, I feel a bit energetic again. Maybe I'm fine. And I kept thinking like, oh, how am I going to get through this weekend? I feel really rough. I'm just so surprised that came up.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, and then liver as well. Have you been eating sugary sweets or seeking treats that are like...
I've been craving them. I'm trying to think if I had any. I had loads last weekend. I had loads of gelato.
Is it more so than what you're used to?
Definitely, yeah. Because I went on holiday to Hastings.
Oh, yeah, you said just so...
And I just ate everything, like fish and chips, gelato.
Did you go to Polo's? There's an ice cream
think,
shop on
is
the
that the one right on the beach? We went to the one that had like the highest rating.
Yeah, it's my boyfriend's friend's shop.
Near the Adventure Golf?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that, yeah, that's exactly where we went, because then we sat in front of the Adventure Golf.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The ice cream's so good, like
It was
proper
so
Italian.
good. I had honeycomb, I think.
So
good.
why I've asked these questions is because I can see your pancreas is coming up, right? So pancreas is basically the organ that's going to help with digestion. It gets triggered by sweets. So I would even question whether you've had spikes in the day. So you'll have like your energy and then you'll just drop. Then like you say, you eat again, then you feel a bit higher. But what's quite common is when people spike and then they drop, the body goes, okay, I need energy now, I need sugar now. How do I get that? Sweet.
Yeah.
Chocolate, pastry. And then you get caught in the vicious, delicious cycle.
I had the biggest craving yesterday because I was really, really tired and like sicky. And like what would make me feel better is sugar. But I was like, no, I can do this. Fight it. And I luckily did for once.
So what I can recommend, I mean, because you bought a couple of supplements before, there's a good supplement called chromium, which is really good to help with sugar regulation. So with your dips throughout the day, so that can help prevent that, keep you stabilized, so that can be quite helpful. So yeah, I'll write that down for you. Yeah, so liver is coming up. So obviously when I think liver, I'm thinking, you should try a colonic. God, you're going to the best views of your life. But yeah, colonic will be helpful. In terms of diet, eating green things, maybe thinking celery juice, thinking salads, spinach, broccoli, smoothies.
Okay.
Bone broth, that kind of thing, just to help support a detox. And obviously the ancient old saying is drink more water. And just bearing in mind, if your water levels, just say average person, I always say in my mind, I've worked out about every 30 kilograms you have 1 liter of water.
Okay.
So then you got to think, okay, if I'm having 2 liters a day, or should be, if I'm having coffee maybe green tea, matcha, you know, oily foods, and then stress, then maybe your water level is truly here and not exercising, then it's like, okay, your body's quite thirsty, and then your liver can't function properly, and it's an important organ because it's responsible for multiple functions, you know. So creating your bile, helping with your blood, producing enzymes, you know, supporting the digestion, you know, so it's quite critical. So it's just good to support that. But that's what it's coming up with. But yeah, definitely. I heard today, I mean, I don't know how true it is, but I'm just telling everyone because, you know, you've got to make conversation. But again, I've said since I've come back from South Africa, like just everyone is low energy, coughing. I call it an idiopathic cough. So coughing, you don't know where it came from, you don't know why, but it's not going away, low energy. Then I think I've been saying that, I think there's like a new version of COVID, you know. And I heard on this thing this morning, how reliable is it? I don't know. But someone's saying that like there's this new variant that's come out and it's going to be rampant, and so rampant that they're going to put us in lockdown again. And I was like, I don't know if that's possible.
I'd love a lockdown. I just want to stay inside and not do anything.
It'd be nice.
Actually, this channel wouldn't do very well in lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lady at work tested positive today. I was worried because she was saying that she didn't have any symptoms or anything, just had a sore throat.
Yeah.
Sounded just like a cold. I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's kind of a strange one at the moment because it's like, you know, just saying the word was very like saying Voldemort. You're like, you know, it's just like you don't say that name. And now it's like people don't even class it as anything. They're like, I just got a bit of flu-y type symptoms or sick, and it's like, yeah, okay. That's how I do it. But for me, it's the same as colds and flu, but it's persistent. Like you can get better, but there's a bit of a lingering thing, or like you just feel like someone's stolen like the energy from your soul. It's the best way I can describe it. It's just like I need something inside me.
Yeah.
So yeah. On the next note. So that could be a thing. So maybe you're not on a test. You're testing. Do you like that pressure, by the way?
It's lovely.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, in terms of body parts, it's coming up with small intestine. So we're thinking maybe digestion, that kind of thing. Could be maybe, I don't know, tired, could be stressed, so then you're not absorbing your food properly. And that could also lend to some energy imbalances.
Okay.
Spikes as well, so that could be. Your neck spine, so your cervical spine, I don't know if you're having any issues, maybe with all the bags.
Really heavy today.
I was joking about going to the chiro after, but maybe not a bad shout. Yeah, your throat, so your larynx coming up as well. Sinuses. And your body, it's setting I can put on after this, but basically your body's just needing a reset. So when the chakra balancing, because it's about half an hour, finishes, then I can put all these ones, small intestines, cervical spine, your larynx, your sinuses. But maybe even good for, if you want, I think you've done it before anyway, but ear candling will be good to can suck out. And then I'll do like a facial reflexology massage as well, so we can just move things around. What else? Yeah, so maybe your lungs, your breathing might have been slightly impacted as well. You might coughing.
Yeah, I felt just like extremely lethargic the last few days. Like just like something was going on, but I couldn't tell what. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we get your blood sugar regulation in check, then that will be.
Yeah, I do actually know I have quite poor blood sugar control, just because I did a blood sugar monitor as part of like a study for research. And then they came back like, yeah, yours is really poor. Did you know this? And I was like, no.
Why don't you?
I eat fine.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got your lumbar spine, so lower back. So this is falling within the mind-body section. So sometimes you can have emotional imbalances that can become physical, or physical that can result in emotional. And this one is saying with lower back, it's associated with the emotion of being devalued, not feeling supported, that kind of thing. So maybe there's a lot on your plate, which sounds like right now there is quite a bit. So that would be showing up. And spine is quite a common place, because if you think about it, it's the whole structure that supports us. So if that's not in balance, then it just feels like, how can this body survive? So it's like saying, you need to feel more supported in a sense. So but what's quite nice here is they give a nice affirmation, so I'll write it down for you and I'll send it to you later, which says, I am strong enough in myself and personality to deal with the situations I face.
Okay.
In terms of brain performance, it's coming up with an imbalance of audio. So I don't know, like AirPods, maybe listening to a lot of stuff. Maybe you might be listening to playbacks.
Yeah, I always listen to music, so.
Okay, so yeah, traveling. And I'm thinking now, just because this is my job, is to piece things together. So obviously, if there's a lot of blockage, sinus imbalance, feeling full, and this is quite a congested area.
Yeah.
Then adding an extra layer of something on top.
Yeah, I have felt a bit like the this bit here felt a bit like more inflamed like the last few days, but it feels fine today, so.
Okay. Could be doing a lymph. It's good timing, isn't it?
It's such good timing.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I mean, so far it's looking like a pretty straightforward, clean scan. So it's just like,
good.
I think to myself, okay, if you didn't have this issue, then what else would be coming up, kind of thing. The scan's like, what can I give to you? It's pretty clean, pretty clean. Are you eating any deep fried food? Tempura vibes?
Yeah, I had Korean fried chicken on Wednesday.
Okay. So yeah, it's just picking up within like the fat base from the fry that's a bit heavy in the toxicity, because it's actually interesting. I never said this to anyone, but when I was younger, when you want to make money, you do lots of jobs. But I worked as a hostess in a restaurant. And I don't know, South Africa, so quality regulations, isn't there? Like, we're 5 for hygiene here.
Oh.
Like it's here, but they wouldn't change the oil for like a few weeks,
Oh gosh.
And then I thought, that's quite disgusting. Because imagine like leaving this oil and cooking and cooking and cooking, and then all of the stuff that's leaching out when it's just embodied. Yeah. Then another interesting thing I learned is that like a company would come to collect all this oil after, just call it a month.
Yeah.
And they use that oil to make dog food. So dogs would like, when they get so excited to have their food, they run at it because it's flavoursome and nutritious, and not nutritious, but they think it's because of the smell, it's addictive with all the oil because you deep fry chips, etc. Like fries. But that's why then you'll see the fur coats of, let's say, dogs specifically, like start to get very oily and like greasy, because it's all the oils from the pellets. So obviously people buy really good quality ones, but we're talking about
the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, so I was like, I've been bearing this information my whole life, so I'm so excited to share it with some.
I mean, multiple people probably.
Yeah, Anyway. It probably doesn't happen anymore, but we're talking a good like 10, 12 years ago, right? So, regulations probably have improved, but
Yeah, it always depends on the place, doesn't it? Because like I'd heard that about, well, it wasn't weekly, but I heard that McDonald's took a few days to change theirs when I was a kid, and it put me off a bit, but then I liked the taste too much that I was like, oh, this is just a thing I have to live with.
Yeah.
Because the chips taste so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find the chips quite, but I feel there's like, because I never really eat it, so when I eat it, I feel there's an addictive aspect they put in it. Because it was actually quite funny with my, I haven't touched McDonald's in like 100 years kind of thing.
Really? Oh, I
then-
need that energy.
When I met my boyfriend, he's like, come. I was like, no. But then something happened where like there was no food open late at night. We were coming back from like a road trip, and I think we were coming from Wales. Imagine driving 6 hours and you're starving. So I was like, we'll compromise. And I was like, we will not eat it in the house. We'll eat it on the side of the road at the beach. I was like, the house will not be seeing the shame I bring to this family. You know? And I tasted the chips and I was like, that's bloody delicious. And definitely the quality of McDonald's here is superior to like where I've eaten in other places.
Really?
But again, I come from third world, right? So I'm not obviously sure the quality is as good down there. But to me, the food here tastes like McDonald's tastes like real food. Whereas where I'm from, you like worry about what you're eating.
Right.
But I've got a Instagram video about saying how the process is to make the potatoes ready for McDonald's, and it's just terrifying.
Apparently they grow them differently or something, right? Like,
Yeah, so McDonald's will not accept any potato that has, like, if it's not perfect in terms of shape and color. So normal potatoes, if you leave them for a few weeks, they'll start to develop some green tinge on them, or rot. But when McDonald's grow their potatoes, they spray some toxic chemical pesticide on it that, like, people have to wear those suits, you know, like when they're like working with nuclear radiation. And then after the crops have finished growing, the potatoes, then they'll put them in some silo for 8 weeks, not to be touched, just so all that pesticide stuff can just leach out to make it somewhat breathable. And then it goes through the process, and then you think, that's pretty terrifying. Why was it so
Lovely.
delicious?
I know, it's artificial beautifulness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is addictive, especially when you're tired and it's like, what else can you eat? I can't be bothered to cook. It's like an endless cycle, because then you eat it and you get more tired.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
When you're tired, you eat it.
Vicious, isn't it? Gosh, I know. Feels like period as well. Like, I'm so tired, let me eat bad things. Okay,
Oh, yes.
I can do it. Like, I love this thing. Like, when I was young, it's like, you should never trust something that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't die. And that's so bad.
What?
You know, I was like, that's the true story.
Weirdest statement ever.
I was raised by my brother and all of his friends, you know, like just boy trouble everywhere. Have you been to sauna any time recently, or done some sauna-like therapy, heat therapy, or infrared therapy? Maybe you've done like LED light, or facials, or anything like that.
Not in a good month or so, I don't think.
It's maybe coming out today. So yeah, it's just picking that up. There's some infrared imbalance exposure, so it's fine. Okay, in terms of nutrition, vitamin B3, so that's to do with circulation of your body. Okay. So it's called niacin. So that's that feeling when you feel like you feel the flush happening. So that's just a good vitamin that will support that. Which is interesting because obviously by that flushing around your body, it helps to release energy, circulate things as well. It will also support you metabolizing certain food groups, you know, so anything like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, helps with healthy skin, because I know that's something you're interested in. Yeah, and it will also help with the bile, so secreting bile as well as the stomach fluids as well. So I always say to people, one, you can do a supplement, you can do an injection, or you can eat certain foods to help support that. So there's options for everybody. But in terms of the rest of the vitamins, it's fine. Minerals are fine. Omega-6. I'll just write that down. Yeah. They're not giving any foods here in terms of examples, but that would be what I always recommend to everyone is there's a good supplement. Sorry, you want to sleep? Nearly there. We're nearly there. a good omega-369 supplement because it will cover all around. Good for heart health, good for circulation, good for joints, good for brain functionality as well. So that could be quite good. Most important is inflammation. But yeah, that will help support something in your body called essential fatty acids. So that means there's things we can make in our body, you know, fundamental building blocks to support our growth, and there's things our body doesn't make that we need to get. So how I remember when we use the word essential, like essential fatty acids, it's like it's essential, you need to get it because you don't make it, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and then just a couple of amino acids as well. So I'll say an amino mix supplement. This looks interesting. There's quite a few. We've got a lot of amino acids, which I always say are the fundamental building blocks to start developing stuff, but there's quite a few out. So that might dictate that, okay, it's good to get some support like that. Even the sea moss as well. But just if you can take that supplement on the regular, then that can help. Then your body will have all the resources to tap in to make stuff to help you regenerate in a sense. And antioxidants are fine. It's okay. Wheat is coming up. Okay, it'll be 2 more minutes. Peanuts, gluten, peanuts. You eating this?
I think I just had some peanuts, but I don't really know. It was like a nut mix that was on someone's desk at work. Like, they gave me permission to eat it, but they were all covered in honey, so I didn't really know.
It usually is peanuts. Peanuts are the cheap, and this is my accountant coming out. But peanuts are like the cheapest form of nut.
Are they?
Yeah, so you'll always find like when you have a mix, there'll be like macadamia. I don't know why. Weird information. Welcome to the weird information store. Macadamia is like expensive. Brazil nuts as well. So you always see like in the mix there'll be like, I'll call it like a 10% of it. Almonds are expensive. Then it's like cashews, and then it's like peanuts.
Cashews. Yeah, there's always loads of cashews actually.
Yeah, because they're not really a nut. They're called a legume. So they're like part of the soy chickpea kind of family. That's why they're more soft and like mushy.
It tastes so good.
Feed me. But yeah, I mean, you can hybrid them. You don't even have another affirmation today. That's really good.
Good.
Emotions, nothing bad. Chakras are not bad as well, but I'm just giving you an extra boost for the spiritual aspect.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just true. Yeah, I would say it's just about your blood sugar regulation. Today is would be your theme, and immunity.
Okay.
Right. Okay, now all the technical things are done. See how your scan's doing. 3 more minutes. Are you okay? You want to close your eyes?
No, it's alright. It's just so relaxing.
You're not cold or anything. You don't need a towel, a blanket.
No, I'm fine.
Do you want something to cover your eyes, maybe?
No, it's okay.
Okay. What would you like today? So the bowl, energy healing on your head.
I'll leave it up to you. I'm really bad at making decisions.
Okay, okay, no problem. I was thinking more, you've come to so many things now, you can just
But
decide.
yeah, probably, if there's always the option to do something new, I guess I would always
I'll
take
do
that.
some. Let me do some work on your head, I think, because obviously there's a lot of stuff going on.
That smells so nice.
So you can just close your eyes and tune into the ambient sounds of the compression leg therapy. Just gonna move your hair. So I'm just going to welcome you back into the room. Again, bringing a nice deep breath in through the belly. Sort of coming conscious of the sounds around you. Now that the compression legs sound is gone. Maybe you can hear a fan. Hear the sounds of the lights flickering. Or anyone else around us. Just inviting you to move your fingers. Just wriggle your body wherever you feel comfortable. And in your own time, when you feel ready, you can open up your eyes, just very slight, just adjusting to the big change of contrast. Different space now. How are you feeling?
Good. I got so sleepy.
Good. I prefer it that way because you let me in more so I can do deeper work.
It's good. I mean, I'm always sleepy here.
That's perfect. No, it was just I did a lot of energy clearing, sinuses, nasal, bronchial, larynx, that kind of thing, and just trying to move the lymphatics as well, supporting what the physical machine was doing. And then, of course, with the My Health device, with the bioenergetics, just doing the settings about your small intestine. It was working on your larynx, your nasal. So basically just double dose, right? Me healing, that healing, this healing.
Like everything.
Biohacking. You know what I mean?
Literally.